Hey, ain't we been through it all? Then we sleep on them floors. Everybody we thought we needed, we don't need them no more. Run it up, don't check the score. No, I'm balling on niggas.
Alumni's Part 3 is here. One of my college football GOATs, one of the greatest college football players I've ever seen with my eyes, Vince Young. Vince Young is here. We got Brian Dawkins on the offense or defense side of the ball. And then we got Gerald McCord, technically on the defense side of the ball as well. Right? Now, I just want something to clear something up. Someone put in the comments yesterday about my clips, or 2 days ago. And look, apologize for no standout video yesterday. I just wasn't feeling the content drop, if I'm being completely honest, so I didn't engage. But do you guys like when I post clips and I kind of talk over them? Or do you want me to just act like it's a regular video and just have a fake reaction? I try to be genuine, but someone made a comment like, why do you talk over clips and just make it a video? Because I feel like that's disingenuous if I just post a clip and act like, because I had another generational pack opening, but it's clips because as I tell you guys all the time, I'm just opening packs off streams and I just save stuff and then I just want to show you guys. So let me know down below what you guys like. Do y'all like when I talk over the clips and just kind of, I guess, spoil it was the word to use, or do you want me to just act like it's a clip or normal? Right? Now, as always, my mom told me closed mouths don't get fed. So I'm trying to get fed. Hit the like button, drop a sub. We have been going crazy over here. I think since the drop of college football, I checked the other day, we're plus 400 followers or subscribers. Let's keep it going. I'm enjoying the game, specifically the menu part of it, but nevertheless, I like it. Now, let's talk about today. Vince Young, and I said this yesterday, if you were with me on stream, I was like, Vince Young is going to be around 500 to 600K. I literally said exactly that amount. I knew he wouldn't be in the 700-800K range because the supply would be great, and we'll talk about that in a second. But he's basically destroyed the quarterback market, which is good because there was obviously a lot of high-end quarterbacks that were super duper expensive. Your Tebows, your Johnny Manziels, your Nicos. Yeah, he's cooked every single one of them. I think every single one is at least under 400K, some close to 300K. Nico's 360. I pulled Nico twice yesterday, sold him for 600 and 550. In 2 days, he was selling at 900K when I initially pulled him. He's dropped 600K. Tebow a couple days ago, whereas at 700K. And now, if I remember correctly, he's under 4. Way under 4 at 322. So, look, picking up any of these quarterbacks depends on your play style. It's great. They're a great rental. 70K rental is fantastic. I mean, Crowder's down too. Beckett was already down. I mean, everyone's down, right? So there's no reason why you shouldn't have a quarterback. I mean, Crowder is essentially minimum price, right? So, yeah. And Johnny Manziel, that's the last quarterback I wanted to check. Personally, if I had to rank these guys, I heard VY is 1. Bryce Underwood is still good for a budget. He's finally under 100K. I don't see him rebounding anytime soon. But yeah. Now, another thing to look out today. The fresh face rolls, if you know, I am the face of the fresh face rolls. They're still fantastic. And the reason why they're still fantastic, at the time I'm recording this, we haven't got a reveal if it's going to be a fresh face 3.5 on Monday. There is a lot of fresh face cards that are super, super expensive. And we're talking about set cards. Obviously, if you've been following my montage, I pulled 13 AJ Greens. Yes, 13 AJ Greens. He's back up to 700K. I pulled 2 last night, sold for 650 overnight. That's a dub. Nico is still, 350, so he's a dub. Freeney is back up to like 350. King Mac is 400K. And these are just the LTDs. Obviously, you can still pull Anthony Hill. And this is also something I want to talk about briefly. If you do have Jackus, and if you have Anthony Hill, I would sell Jackus and pick up Anthony Hill because now Anthony Hill has come down in price. I said this yesterday on stream as well. The moment Anthony Hill gets to rental prices because he is an LTD and Jackus is not, I'm switching them to. Because Jackus does not have a quick sell value, but Anthony Hill does, right? So that's just something to think about when it comes to that. But a lot of these 86s, look, Pena's a W. Jeremiah Wilson's a W. Pat Coogan is technically a W. Emmanuel's a W. He's an L. He's an L. Brandon Siss is a W. Halsey, Jamari Robinson is a W. So you see why the fresh face rolls are kind of even, right? Because there's just as many W's as there is L's, or it's probably about 60% L's, 40% W's. So, and like last night, I went on a generational run with those. Like, absolutely, I'm talking about in 10 packs or a million coins. I think I pulled 4 LTDs or something like that. If you want to see that, let me know down below and tell me how you guys want me to tell that. Do you want me to just talk over the clips, or I can just act like it's a video? It's up to y'all. Like I said, I try to be upfront and honest with that as much as possible. So I just want you guys' feedback in regards to that. Now today, I said this today. Tiki Barber, Vernon Davis, if they are cheap training, I will be buying every single one. For example, I'm going to do this live in the video, and I will be rolling fresh faces. Because this is great training under 110. 86s under 110 is fantastic training, right? This is like 65, 64 per. So anything under 110, I'm confident with. So look, I also have some national championship packs. I'm going to save this training and roll the fresh faces. We're not going to do, because in the alumni roll, right, where it is good, and that's why VY is super cheap, is because you basically get Vince Young, Tiki Barber, Vernon Davis, Gerald McCoy, Brian Dawkins, Anthony Hill, or Nicholas Singleton. So you have 3 W's and 4 L's, right? So that's why that pack is really good at the moment. We may try a couple in this video and see if we can pull VY. I'm probably going to end up selling him because he is in packs for a week, but I do want to keep him as a quarterback. You see my coin count is super up. And that's one of the main reasons my coin is super up. I've gotten extremely lucky. I think in total, we should be, if everything was a sale, we'd be above 7 million. Obviously not now because we bought different type of stuff. But Vince Young's price, last time I looked, he was like at 500K. And he got below the 500K mark, around 550. And that's what I expected him to be, between 500 and 700K. Because I thought he would be a great card, and because releases don't really matter on quarterbacks at this juncture, I mean, it's not really about abilities, it's more about the stats on cards, which it should be. But you can see Brian Dawkins chalked. Basically, if you're opening up the alumni pack, which I think is 2600 training, right? 2600 training, you're basically looking for VY, and the other cards are bust. If you pull any of these cards, you're getting an L. You're getting apps because you're probably opening that pack at 190K or so. So if you're opening up like 180, 190K, maybe like 175, you can snipe on the cheap end of stuff. It's an L. And that's why I don't really like it, because you are chasing the big cards. Whereas in the fresh face roll, right? The fresh face roll, yes, you're chasing the LTDs, which there's still what, 4 LTDs and the other cards in there, but there are some set cards that can save you a bit, right? So look, depending on how you want to go, like I said, I think the fresh face rolls is more of a sure thing. This one is more of a risk reward type of thing. But I told you guys, every Tiki Barber I see under 110, I'm going to buy. I'm just going to buy. And I'm doing this live. And like I said, the fresh faces have been so good to me. And especially if we don't get fresh faces 3.5 tomorrow, which we could get fresh faces 3.5 tomorrow. But right now, Brandon Sis in the other corner from fresh faces are 300K. I've already pulled one today and sold it for 300K. I have 2 on my team. If there's going to be fresh face 3.5 tomorrow, I'm going to sell the ones I have on my team for 300K. Buy them back tomorrow. So that's that. We just spent a quick 600K in training, but just wanted to talk about that with y'all, so you guys know. Let's get into some packs here. Daily recruit pack. All right. Can we get a little bit of juice? No juice. Walter Taylor. Okay. Let's take, I'm gonna get a picture of these step packs. Basically 180 plus alumni, 1 of 2, and then 1 of 2 71 plus uncommon B&Bs. Let's mess around and find out. Let's mess around and find out when it comes to this. I think this first round is our 77 round. Or not a 77 round, but you get what I'm saying. And then this round is our alumni round. That's a long animation for nothing. Double Ronnie Lots. Yeah. So now, like I was before I get into this next pack, like I was talking about with the training, you see this is 2,600. This is 2,400. If you get your training cheap enough, which on average, if we just look at what I just got all those Tiki Barbers for, let's say hypothetically I was able to roll those Tiki Barbers, right? You see now I got them probably at an average of 105. 105 divided by 1,600 is 65 per, right? So if we go 65 per times 2,400, I'm opening up this pack at 156. Whereas if I go 2,600 times 65, we're opening up that pack at 169. So it's about a 15K difference. And we've seen all the 86s in this pack. They're an L, a colossal L. You're talking about 110, 120, you're losing 50K. Whereas in this pack, you open this up at 156. You have your Jamori Robinson, you have your Pat Coogan, you have the left guard, you have both corners, you have Trevor Pena, you obviously have the LTDs. You can get more value out of this pack. And that's why I like rolling the fresh faces over anything else, because a lot of the fresh face cards are still expensive. Get it? Got it? Good. Alumni combo pack. I don't tell you guys to open this, but I'm going to do it for the gram. Do it for the peeps. Do it for y'all. And I was supposed to get a photo of that, and I did not. So that's on me. That is on me that I didn't get a photo of that. Now, this is a auctionable round. Okay. Looks like Gio Lopez. Oh, we get 2. All right. Okay. Nothing. Just my luck. Just my luck when it comes to these packs, man. All right, Natty packs time. And then, like I said, I may do a couple of Alumni rolls, see if we can pull VY. That's essentially all you're looking for. National Championship packs. Now, this is well documented. With my Natty packs, I haven't pulled an LTD out of them. Everyone else has, but except me. It just doesn't happen for me. I don't know why it doesn't happen for me, and the streak continues. Double 82 though is a dub. We're probably just going to quick sell everything we get out of these Natty packs, and this is what we're going to use for the Alumni rolls, if we're being completely honest. I'm going to save, like I said, my cheap training that I got, and I'm going to roll those into fresh faces. Like I said, I'm trying to be upfront. Squirrel Wright, legend. He might go down in the early cut Hall of Fame. So, I mean, look, we're getting high elites, but another 83. All right, double 80. Look, that's more training at the end of the day to get into these Alumni rolls. So I'm not going to. Okay, we finally get a different animation, and it's just an 80. It's just an 80. Nothing to be right home about. And these have been my Natty packs, man. These have literally been my Natty packs. I think my highest pull out of a Natty pack is an 85 DIC Hopkins. Where I've seen people pull multiple LTDs. Speaking of DIC Hopkins, and they give me a name of the game. I've seen people pull multiple LTDs. Now, look, I can't really complain because I've gone crazy in the fresh face rolls. But, yeah, man, this is consistently right here been my Natty packs. Like I said, for the sake of Alumni rolls, we're just going to quick sell basically everything we got out of those packs. Literally everything, even like the Gio Lopez and stuff, will quick sell. That gives us that. I'm going to quick sell 1 Tiki Barber because that gives me enough to do 2 Alumni rolls and walk off. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, like I said, as soon as this video ends, I'm going to edit it, but I'm going to be opening up the fresh face rolls, and I'm selling everything I pull out of there unless it's an 85 that goes for training. Other than that, if it's an 86 that goes for like 140, I'm selling that, and then I'm selling for 140, getting 24 back, and then I'll buy back another Tiki Barber, which we're probably going to end up quick selling him, to be completely honest. I'll buy back another Tiki Barber for cheap. So I'm taking my coins when my coins present itself. So that's what we're doing. And we did 2 packs. And this is the problem I have with this pack, right? That it is literally Vince Young or bust. So what we just did, we just lost. Now, we're thankful it was only national championship packs and then only 1 Tiki Barber. We lost 100K. But that's exactly why I like to stay away from these packs, because it is truly boom or bust for VY. And I would rather go into the fresh face rolls because there's more cards that can be picked. I'm out. Deuces. Here we go. Nico, we'll take that. 300 something K. All right, it's a dub. That basically pays for 2 packs. Back to back. I'm telling you. Now, I know Nick is pretty cheap now, but hey now. 250. We essentially made our coins back. Dubs. Dubs, dubs, dubs.